Humza Yousaf's net zero measures are already destroying Scotland. He's only been First Minister for about 15 minutes and he's created massive destruction when it comes to Scotland. This is about the net zero policies for controlling emission. Yes, like ULEZ, the LES policies, low emission zones, which they are putting in place across the country, all these local authorities and regional administrations to control air pollution. It's like low traffic neighborhoods that are trying to control air pollution as well as traffic, but in reality, they are causing more traffic and they are causing more air pollution. Same thing's happening in Glasgow. Do you remember about 3-4 weeks ago, we made a video on this channel saying this, that air pollution in Glasgow has been low almost every day in 2023, with only 2 days recording a moderate score, prompting critics to ask why the ban on all the cars and vans is necessary. Now, the SNP administration and Glasgow Council didn't listen to any of these warnings. As of June, the beginning of June, we have low emission zones in Glasgow. Guess what has happened ever since they've introduced these measures? Yes, air pollution is going up. So you can compare June to May when it comes to nitrogen dioxide figures. Now the legal limit is 40. In May they had 37.1, and it was one of the the busy months when it comes to traffic and everything else and pollution. As of the beginning of June, since they introduced these measures, because they're forcing people to go to different areas and traffic gets created, it's actually nitrogen dioxide has gone up to 43. It's absolutely insane. I mean, it's not really shocking. We've already seen the outcome of these sort of policies in Oxfordshire, in Greater London, in many other places around the country, in Birmingham, for example. Now, the latest is Glasgow. They never learn because for them, it's not really about the environment. It's a cash cow scheme, and it will help them to be able to control our activities, to make all the money that they want. It's an extra tax on top of everything else you pay. The moment you leave your house every morning, under this, the whole of the regime that we have in this country, but from central government to local authorities, you leave your house, you breathe, you have to pay tax. Everything you do, you have to pay tax. And this is in addition to everything else that you have to do on a daily basis. Now, the drivers face a fine of £60 if they enter the zone with a non-compliant vehicle, with the penalty being doubled for every subsequent breach. Although we previously reported that, this is according to the Express in Scotland, that foreign vehicles could dodge fines as they would not be picked up by the system. Fines are capped at £480 for cars and light goods vehicles, and £960 for buses and HGVs. So if you have a foreign car from the European Union, you're not going to get detected. Maybe I think I found a solution. We'll go to Germany or France, we'll buy a car, we won't register it here, and we'll just drive it around, and everything's fine. This is again another priority and privilege for non-UK citizens. Obviously, up until now, you could skip the queue, you could get priority list for social housing, you could get free Domino's pizzas if you cross the channel on the thingy, and now this. So yeah, if you have a foreign car, you're absolutely fine. You can do whatever you want. Now, Scottish Conservative Shadow Transport Minister Graham Simpson, MSP, said, "You couldn't make it up. The LES, low emission zones, seems to have the opposite effect to the intended one. It beggars belief, coming on top of the revelation that many Glasgow City Council vehicles are non-compliant. This SNP Green scheme is already a shambles." Hang on. Many Glasgow City Council vehicles are already non-compliant. One rule for them, another rule for us, smelly plebs. Yeah, obviously, that's always been the case. Anyway, the Together Association has tweeted, well, air pollution increases in Glasgow low emission zone since rules enforced. Seriously? So we have low emission zones that worsen emissions, low traffic neighborhoods that increase traffic, scrap the lot subject to local referendum. And I absolutely agree with that sentiment. It is insanity what's going on with our local authorities and devolved administrations. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.